everyone, and welcome to today's video. This is an A2 level reading lesson. We're going to be reading an article about places to see in Perth, Australia, and then answering some questions about it. All right, so here's some cities around the world, and see if you can recognize any of these cities and think about whether you've visited the cities in the past. You can take a few moments to do that, and then I'll show the answers. All right, so picture A is Bangkok, Thailand. Picture B is Sao Paulo, Brazil. Picture C is Edinburgh, Scotland. And picture D is Mumbai, India. All right, and what do you know about Australia? Well, here's some pictures of some Australian cities and towns. So see if you can name any of these. And you can pause the video and take a few moments, and then I'll show the answers. All right, so picture A is Brisbane in Queensland. Picture B is Canberra, the Australian Capital Territory. C is Alice Springs in the Northern Territory. And D is Perth in Western Australia. All right, so I'm going to complete these facts about Australia's largest state. Again, you can pause the video and try this on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. All right, number one, Western Australia is large, very large. It covers 2.5 million square kilometers. It is bigger than Indonesia and Mexico, and just a little smaller than Algeria. Perth is the capital city of Western Australia. It has approximately 1.7 million inhabitants. Perth is very isolated. The nearest city, Adelaide, is 2,200 kilometers away. Western Australia has 12,000 kilometers of coastline, and it has thousands of beaches. And the quokka is found on 2 islands off the coast of the mainland, and this is a picture of the animal known as the quokka. So when you travel, what do you like to do? So just think about these questions, and if you want to, you can write down the answers. Where do you like to travel? What do you like to do when traveling? What do you always do on vacation? And how often do you take a vacation? And then you can say whether you agree or disagree with these ideas. So on vacation, you should visit beaches and parks. The best thing to do on vacation? Nothing. When you travel, you should visit museums and art galleries. And the best thing to do on vacation is eat foreign food. So these are just your opinions. Everybody's answers may be different, but you can just practice answering those questions. Okay, so we're going to read a text about Perth. And so from these pictures, you might want to take a guess about what will be in the article from these pictures. All right, so we're going to read about Laura, who's a student and a tourist guide. So you can pause the video and read on your own, or you can follow along as I read. I live in Perth. I'm a student, and I'm taking environmental studies. I work part-time as a tour guide. Many people come to Western Australia for an adventure. They usually spend a day or two in Perth. I take people on a full-day tour of the city. There's a lot to see and do in Perth. If you come, there are 3 places you really must visit. Right, first we'll look at the vocabulary words. Within is not further off than. Spectacular, beautiful in a dramatic and eye-catching way. Shade, a shadow or area of darkness, especially under a tree. And botanical is related to plants, trees, and flowers. So, Kings Park. Kings Park is within walking distance of downtown. However, the walk is up a hill, so many visitors choose to take one of the free buses. There is also a big parking lot if you decide to drive. Kings Park has a spectacular view of the city and the beautiful Swan River. There are lots of green open spaces, and it's a great place to have a picnic. Shade is also available if you come during the hot summer months. The park includes a botanical garden. There's an education center in the garden that provides visitors with interesting information about Australian plants. So, are these statements about Kings Park true or false? You can walk to Kings Park from the center of the city. Well, that's true. Said it was within walking distance. It isn't possible to go to the park by bus. That's false. As they said, a lot of people go by bus because it's uphill. Kings Park has a view of the mountains. Let's see what they said about that. No, it's a view of the city, so not the mountains. This one's true. This one is false. This one is false. You are not allowed to have picnics in the park. That is false. And the botanical garden in Perth is larger than Kings Park. I think that is false because the botanical garden is within the park. All right, a few more vocabulary words. Flow, to move steadily in a current. Rent, to pay someone for the use of something. Cruise, voyage on a ship or boat taken for pleasure. Offer, to present or provide. The Swan River. The Swan River flows through the middle of the city. There is a walking path and a bike lane next to the river, or you can rent a kayak or a windsurfing board if you're feeling more energetic. Another option is to go on one of the popular river cruises. Daytime cruises often include lunch and wine tasting tours in the Swan Valley. In the evening, there are often tours offering dinner and live entertainment. All right, so take a few moments and you can answer these questions by filling in the blanks and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. So number one, a river flows through Perth. Next to the river is a lane for bikes and a path to walk along. There are kayaks and windsurfing boards. You can rent them for about $10 an hour. And many tourists take a daytime cruise on the river. You usually eat lunch on the boat. All right, a few more vocabulary words. Pure means perfect, not mixed with other things. Clear, without color or transparent. Sunbathe, to sit or lie in the sun, especially to tan the skin. Shoreline, the land along the edge of a sea, lake, or other large body of water. So Cotslow Beach. By train, Cotslow is about 20 minutes from the center of Perth, or you can take a bus. Cotslow Beach has pure white sand and beautiful clear water. It is one of Perth's most popular places for sunbathing, swimming, and surfing. There are also many shoreline restaurants that have spectacular views of the Indian Ocean during the day and amazing sunsets in the evening. All right, so look at these statements and see if you can remember which place the author was writing about. Take a few moments and see if you can complete the chart and then restart when you're ready to check the answers. Okay, so accessible by bus, that was Kings Park. Located downtown, Kings Park and Swan River. Good for surfing was Cotslow Beach. Renting a kayak, that was Swan River. and has a great view of the city, both Kings Park and Cotswold Beach. All right, so what are three must-do places for tourists in your city? And we'll read this last section and answer the questions. So John and Terry are friends, and they are visiting your town for one day. They are active, they don't like being indoors. So what should they do in your city? How can they get to each place? How much will it cost to do these activities or visit these places? And how much time will each activity take? So think about that according to the things that are in your city and answer those questions. And that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share. And if you have any questions, leave those for me in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.